Let's go. Diet Dew cracked. Orders pulled. Sunday night, baby. Let's go. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? I hope everyone had a great weekend. It is Sunday night. What up? What up, Nick? What up, David? Primero. Dalton, what's good? I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what primero means. My high school Spanish is failing me. What up, David? Guys, just remember, everyone's trying to tell you that the world is divided, left and right, believers, non-believers. Let me tell you what the real division is. You can be one of two people. You can be a nice frosty can of Diet Dew, or you can be one of these things. One of these godforsaken, team bag sticky guys. You don't want to be the team bag sticky guy. You want to be the frosty can of Diet Dew. There you go. Hope you guys had a great Sunday. Cameron, what's up, brother? Hope you're good. It's my my oldest daughter's 7th birthday today. So we celebrated her birthday this weekend. It's pretty cool. And now we're gonna start pulling orders. I don't have a ton. So if you guys got some questions or want to get into some stuff, tonight would be the night to do it, because I'm going to be able to take my time with these orders. Miguel, what's up, dog? Hope you're good. Let's pull this first order here. See what we got rolling. You guys, I started solo leveling the other day. The anime, someone told me, because I liked Attack on Titan, that I should watch solo leveling, and I finished the first season, and it's really good. It's really good. Fernando, I hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing really well, bro. Dalton, still doing 30 to 40% over market. Yes, I am. And things, I mean, depending on how much I have listed, sometimes it's slow doing that, sometimes it's fast, but I am still doing that, at least for cheap cards. How's bulk going? Bulk is going fine. Yeah, bulk's going all right. Order more Venusaurs. Sick, dude. Yeah, I think I packed those up for you yesterday, or on Friday night. I think I packed up a bunch of stuff on Friday night. Got them sent your way. So like the stream, by the way, guys. Please press like on the stream. That might not seem like it's that big of a deal, but it really does help, and it's free. It's a free way you can support this homie in his basement. Yo, whoa, Super Miguel, I'm good. Watching from the hospital. My newborn baby arrived early. Let's get a big congrats in the chat for Miguel. Miguel, that's huge. I can't remember if this is your first or if you have other kids. Having children is a massive blessing. It's also a ton of work, but that is dope, dude. Congratulations, buddy. Prayers for you and mom on the journey, man. You're second. Okay, so you've been around the block before. You know what it's like. You're ready to be hurt again a little bit. You're ready for the pain. I love the pain. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta embrace your inner. Who's that? Alex Jones. Just embrace it a little bit, bro. It's worth it. It's worth it. What do you recommend on packaging a 41 card order, Hunter? I would say 2 envelopes. Yeah, 2 envelopes. 2 plain white envelopes. If it's a cheap order. Blaine, what's up, dude? Yeah, way to go, Miguel. That's awesome, man. I hope you are assisting and helping out with mom as much as you can. No, I do bubble mailers if it's over a certain like monetary amount, but shipping is expensive. So if I can get away with plain white, I'll get away with plain white. Okay, first order here, boys. Got a prismatic rescue board. Nope, wrong pile. I got the Jesus Loves You energy card blocked. I'll just move them up to that top one. Look at that. Boom. Okay, rescue board. Prismatic. Looks like we got a Briar. I'll show these off in 1 second. Briar. Dust Noir. How many Duskulls? 3 Duskulls. Professor Turo Scenario. Yep. Dusclops from Shrouded Fable. And 5 old school fire energies. Okay. What did he say? What a Duskull? No. Dusclops. This is a weird order. This is a very strange $5 order, guys. Very strange. Got 5 old school fire energies. This is basically all bulk. A couple, yeah, this is basically a bulk order for $5. Lauren, what's up? New to your channel, how do you use the sorting tray? There's lots of different ways. Right now, I just kind of pulled my cards for my orders tonight, which I don't have a ton, and I just have them kind of organized by set or in the order that they show up on the pull sheet. But most of the time when I use this thing, let me zoom out real quick so you can see the whole thing. Most of the time when I use it, I will use all of these, and so it's like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, and then the rest of them down here to like sort, or like I'll sort by set, right? So like if I'm doing Pokemon, I might do like Sword and Shield base, Darkness Ablaze, Rebel Clash, all, you know, and so on and so forth. So just really depends on whatever you need. Yeah. It's probably a Pult Noir deck. Yeah, that's true. What are your thoughts on using semi-rigid card savers? Yeah, I think semi-rigids are great, Lucky Egg. I think if you want to do semi-rigids, I'd say knock yourself out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With the card. Yeah, for sure, Lauren. Thanks for hanging out tonight. How's the sorting machine, you guys? The sorting machine is fantastic. That thing crushes bulk like you cannot believe. TCG Machines is still kind of working with me to figure out what's going on with some of like the full art cards and stuff. But I would say if bulk is a big part of your business, right? And you want bulk to continue to be a big part of your business, I think the sorting machine is probably going to end up being worth it for you. Especially if you have a desire at some point to branch out into different games. Yeah. Because for Magic, I think it's like crazy good. GG the Void, what's up, dog? Hope you had a great Sunday. I'm doing awesome. It's Sunday night, baby. I cracked a Diet Dew. I'm pulling orders. I'm hanging out. It's my daughter turned 7 today. My father-in-law smoked some beef ribs. I'd never had beef ribs before. They looked like dinosaur ribs, to be honest. They were so huge. It was very tasty. I bought some Spider-Man play boxes. Gonna explore dipping. Hey, that's nice, man. Nick, that's huge, bro. Spider-Man is kind of gonna be all the hype. Wait, what? There's no way the Sylveon is $10. This is what? This is a card that got pulled out of bulk. This is a reverse holo Sylveon from Forbidden Light. Anyone, any takers on how expensive this card is? What is this? This is shocking to me. This card was pulled out of bulk. Reverse Holo Sylveon from Forbidden Light. Don't look it up. Don't look it up. I'm looking at you. Don't look it up. Don't look it up. Don't look it up. Guesses in the chat on how much this card is. Reverse Holo Sylveon from Forbidden Light. If you look it up, you're lame. Don't do it. Nerdov says 13. Tree Fitty, 12, 14. $8, $15. This was a surprise to me. It is $10.94. Someone bought this card from me for $10.94. Crazy. I don't know who was closest. Mad Boy is pretty close with 9. 12, 14 is pretty close. Maybe Mad Boy 12, 14 wins, I think. Unless we're playing the rules where like you can't go over, but it's not even a real thing. Yeah, I guess, man. Hey, anything that's an evolution, even if it's just a reverse holo, dude. That's crazy. Yeah, dude, pulling gems like that out of bulk is nice. Is very nice. But heck, dude, like go back to like some, who knows, like they might be good cards to like just hang on to. Because if you can keep them in near mint condition, look at some of like the reverse holos from like the e-reader era. Those cards are crazy expensive, you know? What is this? Okay. Yeah, this is large order. Prismatic. We got Crispin, the Dunsparce, Dusknoir, Flareon, Groudon, Maxrod, Monkey Dory, Treasure Tracker, Vaporeon. This is someone who is a master set. This is a master set guy. What else we got here? Lycanroc, Quaquaval, Skeletor, GX, Tyranitar. Oh, there's some on the back too. Nope. Okay, so we got 13 cards total. I like this Tyranitar art. T-Tar is one of my favorite Pokemon, by the way. Just some EXs, nothing crazy. Vaporeon, Reverse Holofoil. A lot of these ones are bulk. Monkey Dory, it's a bulk card. Maxrod, Groudon, Reverse, bulk card. Flareon, bulk. Dusknoir, bulk. So this is like an $8 order, most of it's bulk. I guess this is a Pokeball. Are Pokeball cards bulk, would you guys say, or no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Would you guys consider Pokeball cards bulk or nah? I came across a couple light Jolteons in the Neo era. Just sold one for $55. Blaine, that's huge, man. That's like a huge bulk find, man. I've heard of people like finding like secret boxes, you know, the A-Spec secret box. I've heard of people finding those a bunch in bulk because right when that card came out, it wasn't that expensive, and now it's like $13 or something. I had never heard of finding $55 cards in bulk. That's something, bro. Yep, so we're gonna fold the packing slip. I got these guys separated into 2 team bags. So, you know, got them 2 team bags. Then I'll show you guys how we do this. Let me block this. Nope, that's not gonna work. So basically, I'm going to take one of the team bags and put it there. And then same thing on the other side, and then tape it there and stuff it in the envelope, and the address is right under my thumb there. I wouldn't consider them as bulk. Yes, nope. DJ's Poke Center. I don't think you have to. We were talking about how you condition your bulk for direct. Just about to start direct and have a ton of bulk, but not sure how much I should spend conditioning. That's a good question, dude. I would say, I mean, if you really dive into the TCG Player Conditioning Guide PDF they have, I would say it is a pretty extensive, like it's a great resource. It gives you like a, hey, this is what this looks like or not. So I would say, you know, familiarize yourself with that. But dude, if you're selling on the marketplace and you don't have a ton of conditioning problems, my guess is you probably won't have a ton of conditioning problems with direct. In fact, sometimes I would say that I've had customers who are pickier. Yeah, I've had customers who are pickier on conditioning of cards than like the actual direct program itself. So yeah. Yep. But I would say, especially initially when I got into the direct program, you definitely have a little bit of that anxiety because you're so pumped that you got in and you don't want to get booted. And so every time you like look at your reimbursement invoice, well, here, I'll pull up one. I'll show you guys what that looks like. If anyone's interested in direct, let me pull up one of these bad boys. Seller portal, direct, reimbursement invoice. I'll show this in a sec. All right, here we go. Let me share my screen. All right, you guys should be able to see this now. Okay. So this shows like all of my reimbursement invoices that have gone out. Let's look at this one. This one went out at the end of August. We'll see if I did good on it or not. So this was a $1,400 reimbursement invoice, and then it will say here, here's the cards, here's the quantity, and then if there's a discrepancy, we get it listed here. Let's see if I had any. I can't remember if I had any in this one or not. Nope, not on that page. Okay, I didn't have any discrepancies on this one. Let me try and find one where I know for sure I had a discrepancy. Come on. I'll show you what it says. None on that first page. Okay, I'm not usually this good. Guys, I have discrepancies, I promise. Come on, dude. Okay, yeah. Okay, good. Like Destined Rivals, Obama Snow, missing, adjustment, 6 cents. Team Rockets, Mewtwo EX, ooh, missing 4 of them. 1036, it's not good. This was like a pretty small one, 78 cards. This was basically because the system was shut down forever. Extra quantity, so like I accidentally sent in a Noivern EX thinking that it was this one, but instead I sent in a double rare, which was prize pack. So I really screwed that one up. So like these things happen, you can make mistakes. It's not really that big of a deal. So yeah, if you're interested in direct, I hope that helps you out. How do you deal with tax season? Yeah, that's a good question. Let me full screen this real quick. Yeah, I do have an EIN. But I think basically it just, all of my profits that I make from the Pokemon cards officially, tax-wise, just gets combined with my like personal return, and then I see if I have to pay in or if I get a refund or whatever that looks like. So, hope that helps. Vandena, hey Pokepaster, what's up? Thanks for the encouragement. Yeah. What is the most expensive card you've ever shipped? I shipped a Latios and Latios GX tag team card, I think when it was like 2,100 or 1,900 or something like that. It was almost $2,000. Yep, beautiful card. Beautiful card. Ooh, here's a cool one, guys. Here's a cool one. Yo, first edition Machamp, baby. Beautiful, definitely near mint condition. Now this isn't that big of a deal because this is from those like deck exclusives. This is not the shadowless version, I don't think. Yeah, it's not. This is just regular, but still. What'd someone buy this for? 18 bucks. Are there any cards you sell out of the direct program? Mad Boy, this is going to help you out a little bit. Is that you cannot like you cannot differentiate which cards you have listed in direct and which cards you have listed out of direct. If your account is in the direct program, everything on your account could potentially be sold via direct. So like the only way to get around that, if you really don't like paying direct fees on some kind of cards, is to have a second account and then only list those cards on your other account, which I did that for a really long time. For a long time, I only sold cards above $50 in the direct program because the fee structure. But nowadays, I just let everything sell in the direct program. I hope that makes sense. That is something that I would be completely okay if TCG Player was like, yeah, I'm going to change that. Sweet Mercy, yeah, it's an expensive card. I cannot. It's weird. Anytime you're holding like a $2,000 piece of cardboard, it feels a little weird for sure. When you join direct, you get different tools to price your inventory. Nope, you still have access to the mass price tool, and yeah, same. Do you ever accidentally buy fake cards and putting in a video what to look for? I don't think I have. There have been a few times where people have sent me back cards saying they didn't look right, and it was more of like a printing error because I made sure they weren't fake, they weren't expensive or anything. But I don't think I have ever bought fake cards. I think that I definitely remember sitting down in a scenario in which someone was trying to sell me a collection that had a bunch of fake cards present. And I did a video about this at one point, but I would say anytime I'm looking at a collection and I notice any fake cards, my spidey senses just start tingling like crazy, and I'm like, I don't know. I am not sure about this. And in this scenario, like the guy was kind of giving off some other like some of the conditions were not lining up with what he said, and he just had that like sketchy vibe to him, and so it was really awkward and really uncomfortable. But I remember driving away and being like, wow, that was awkward. But I basically was like, hey man, like respectfully, there's like enough red flags here going off where I think I'm just gonna pass. And he was like, what? Like I came here, I need the money. Like what? I was like, I'm sorry, dude. Like there's like enough red flags. Like respectfully, like I'm gonna dip. And I just remember getting in my car driving away. And I know that when you pass on a purchase like that, that awkward feeling of driving away from a like kind of awkward interaction is way better, leaps and bounds better than driving away wondering whether or not you just got scammed. Drive away wondering like, ooh, I don't know, like I shouldn't have done that. That's the worst feeling ever, and I've done that too. Yeah, so I would say there's not really a good way to tell you, Blaine. Like fake cards have like a weird glossy touch to them. Like there's no texture. There's like a glossiness. The like durability of the card feels a little different, and so I usually just try to avoid that at all costs. So yeah. Do you do anything special when shipping more expensive cards? Do you do tiered amounts to relate to shipping needs? No, I don't. I just like, the reality is if someone buys a more expensive card, my profit, whoops, I just moved my camera. My profit is gonna be more, and so like if I do decide to throw something in a box, because that's what I'll do sometimes. Like when I sell like a $2,000 card, I'll put that in like a 4x6, 4x6, 4x6. I think it's 4x6x6 box with like some bubble mailer and some other stuff, just because it feels a little safer. But honestly, the difference is not that to ship something in a bubble mailer versus like a small box. You're talking about the difference of like maybe $1. So I don't really change up shipping that much. But if you decide that like, hey, any card over or any order over $200, any order over $300 or whatever, you're gonna do in a box, I think that's totally fine. Are you gonna get more sus messages? I don't know, man. Maybe. I don't know any other sussy in Espanol. How do you deal with bulk that's already been sorted? Just sell it. Like You just have to, what is going on with my camera, bro? You just have to sell it and be like, hey, you know, you buy bulk for a penny a piece or 3 cents a piece for hollows or whatever. You go through it and you're like, oh man, like this has already been picked through. Then you just sell it. You say, hey, I'm going to sell this for a penny a piece or 3 cents a piece or whatever, and just try and recoup your money and move on. Because there's always people buying bulk, and not everyone who's buying bulk is looking for valuable cards to pull out of it. Sometimes people just like buying bulk to like try and find master set stuff, or they like making bulk lots with all sorts of different cards, or they like letting their kids just go, you know, bananas with a bunch of cards that don't have any value to them. Like I have a big like box of bulk over in like my kids' playroom that I've already sorted through, and I just like let the kids go hog wild with it, and I don't care if they like are throwing the cards or bending them or whatever, because it's like, oh, whatever, I want them to be able to play with cards. And parents do that all the time. I've watched all your videos. Dang, Eric, let's go, bro. Welcome, welcome, man. Glad you're here on the live stream. You motivated me to get into selling bulk. I hit level 3 and only need 10 more orders to reach level 4 in just a few weeks. Thank you, and God bless you and your family. That fills my bucket, bro. Let's go. Well, congrats on selling all those cards, man. I'm glad I've inspired you to get into it. Selling is super fun. It's also really hard. But I believe that the most fulfilling things in life oftentimes are challenging. So keep at it, brother. Way to go. Yeah, Nyrus, also in the same boat, 5 sales away. Level 4 coming soon. How much would you say you sell with direct versus non-direct? I think before I was in the direct program, I listed cheap cards like 15% over market or 20% over market. And with direct, I do 40% over market. Yo, Siege, what up, bro? Yo, is Deej with you? I got Deej's cards here for sure. Really just came to say thank you. Wife and I started selling this week, and the majority of your videos are instruction and inspiration. 12 sold so far since starting on Wednesday. Hey, yo, thank you for stopping by, Vandana, and saying what's up. I do like helping. I like helping so much. Getting people's stores off the ground is something that kind of fills my bucket even more so than like making these big sales. In fact, I have like given some serious consideration to doing a little less selling and a little more coaching. I haven't like committed to anything like that yet, but if you guys would ever be interested in something like that, just keep your eyes peeled. Because I might start taking on just like a select few, small amount of people for some like one-on-one coaching on helping you grow your store. So just stay tuned. Nothing official yet. Oh yeah, by the way, because we got a good handful of people here. Videos dropping 6 a.m. tomorrow about burnout. I'm giving away this Destin Rivals booster bundle. Let me full screen this piece. Drag it bigger. Okay, cool. I'm giving away this Destin Rivals booster bundle in the video that drops tomorrow. Make sure to come back to that video. Make sure you have liked that video and subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. Do all that stuff. Also, if you haven't liked this stream yet, what are you doing? Like, just press the like button. But yeah, giving this away. I have it on good authority that the Team Rockets Mewtwo EX is in this box, okay? I don't have it on good authority. There's probably nothing in there. Just kidding. There's probably the Team Rockets Mewtwo in there. Who knows? This song is not doing it for me though. Where's the thing? No, this is like Sesame Street. Okay. I mean, it's slightly better. Okay. Will this be my lucky giveaway? Nah, bro, your lucky giveaway. I got something. You got a birthday coming up, bro. I got something for you. Okay, what do we got here? Lycanroc. Lycanroc. Slady one, what's up? Hope you're having a good evening. What did I miss? I started off with a mistake, listed 100 cheap EX cards at lowest listed. I'll get a bunch of quick sales. Yeah, Eric, that is definitely a risk you take when you have stuff listed super low, as someone can come through and snipe all of them, which it's tough. Had to ship, yeah. Eric, that is a bummer when that happens, dude. So then maybe like the lesson learned there is just when you're listing your first few cards, just don't list that low. So yeah. Houndoom and Lycanroc Cracked Ice Hollow. Here's some old cards, guys. These are pretty cool. I love the Cracked Ice Hollow pattern. You don't see these like, let me take it out of the sleeve. You don't see these like all that often, but I love like the hollow pattern of the Cracked Ice promos. Those are cool. Yeah, really big fan of those. Cool Lycanroc card, and then just a Houndoom from Plasma Blast. What is Plasma Blast? What era is that? Does anyone know what era Plasma Blast is from? Anyways, cool Houndoom card. $3.15 for a holo rare though. Kind of crazy. Hopefully more sussy messages. Yeah, we'll see what I can do, bro. I'm gonna have to brush up on my Spanish. No joke. I learned that saying, "Te amo muñeca." I learned that from a show, I think. I think I heard someone say that in a show one time, and so I looked it up to find out what it meant. Lesson learned for sure, man. Hey, Eric, that's what it's all about, bro. Eric, selling, or not even Pokemon cards, man. Just like doing anything in life, dude. It's about, you're going to screw up. You're going to make mistakes, man. You just got to learn from it and move on, you know. I've certainly done that. God, I've made a bunch of bonehead mistakes. Were the non-direct orders actually selling at 20% above? Yes. And sometimes I would even have to increase that to 30% above. Well, I mean, all of these that I'm shipping out right now, bro, are listed at 40% over market, right? Because that's just how I price my cards. And so these ones that I'm packing right now, like these prices here those are 40% over market, and people are still paying these. So yes, people will, but you do have to have like a variety of inventory to make people want to do that. Yeah. Plasma Blast is black and white. Dang. How long does it usually take for feedback to show up on your account? If they write their own feedback, it'll show up as soon as they write it. But for most people where it says no comment, 5 stars, that just means that the 15-day expected delivery date has passed and they didn't say anything. Well, see, just not even, what's crazy is like, the people who are paying over 40% aren't even buying specifically from me. They're just paying marketplace prices. But it's just because I have enough cards listed to where they get like the free shipping for over $5 situation. Yeah, I hope that's tracking, Lauren, that makes sense. All right, David's here. Here's David's order, guys. What did he buy tonight? And do I have all of his cards? That's honestly the more important question to ask. What is this? What is this song? What is this music, bro? Humpty Dumpty? Baby sleep music? This is a travesty. I just have it on genre. Dance and electronic, mood, happy, price $0. YouTube's royalty-free music is crazy. All right, we're gonna change it from happy to funky, and we're gonna see what happens. This is legitimately Humpty Dumpty. Holy smokes, dude. What are they cooking up over there at YouTube, man? What is this? Both customers are very understanding. They ship the packages. Oh, yeah, I got you. That's the best when customers get it, man. Do you let your kids help with processing orders? Not really. My oldest is 7, so like sometimes she'll help with like putting like like stamps on envelopes and stuff, but when it comes to like putting orders and stuff together, she can't really help yet. I am interested in like teaching her how to like actually learn how to, you know, do the business. Like I'm excited to like have her help me, alphabetize stuff. And like, I think there's a lot of cool things that she could learn, but right now she's just not like, she's still like, you know, when you're 7, you're like still working on reading, like, you know, figuring that all out. Like it's just, you know, she's getting there. I am teaching her how to play the game though. We're playing more and more Pokemon cards together, which is really sick. The My First Battle stuff is pretty dope. Oh, dude, Nick, that's so cool. Rides her bikes to the mailbox to drop off Play My envelopes. That's dope. Let's go. Do your kids like Pokemon? Yeah. My oldest is 7, and my oldest is 7. My youngest, or my middle child's 3. My youngest is like 8 months. So the 3-year-old doesn't really know, but Bella, my 7-year-old, loves Pokemon and Pokemon cards. Kids have sticky fingers? Yeah. Logistics associate. Yeah, Vandana, that's the thing. No, the kids are already down, thank Christ. If I was putting orders together, making my wife do bedtime by herself, I would, it would not be very good. Yo, if me and Deej buy a card, will you pack it right now? I mean, yeah, I guess, dude, but like, I'm gonna see you guys in a couple days. So I'll just like give it to you for cheaper because I'm gonna see you guys in a couple days. If you want me to like showcase a card that you're thinking of buying, like I'll grab some of Deej's cards right now because I know some of the stuff. Here's some stuff that David, I'm gonna pack your order in a second, bro. Deej bought some bangers, bro. Deej bought he bought this. He got some other ones too. But these are sick cards, guys. These are still in their sealed. These are still in the sealed promo wrappers too. Got the old Batman Mewtwo. Love this card. CJ, do you remember? When we went 151 just came out? We went to that card shop and they had these promos, like all of the extra promos from the 151 UPCs in like a box, and they had them for like $1 a piece or $2 a piece or something like that. It's insanity. This is like a $40 card. It's crazy. Mew EX, love this card. One of the best promos ever made, in my opinion. Yeah, beautiful card. Also a very playable card. Restart ability. You can draw up to 3 cards in your hand if you have a small hand. Also really good attack. Can be used in some situations for those of you who play the game. Very good card. And then, boom, I would say possibly the best promo of all time. The old stained glass birds, still sealed in the promo wrap. Yeah, so those are some that Deej got, bro. Beautiful cards. What am I getting? Some here, and I started playing too. Building a Charizard EX deck to play with IRL. What deck do you use? Charizard is a good, like it would be a good deck to start with for sure. I haven't gone to any in-person events in a good while. What is this, bro? I'm hearing stuff that's being like spelled out. I don't know if any of the stuff being spelled out is good or not. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, what am I playing right now? On PTCGL, I'm playing a Greninja EX deck. Greninja EX with Dusknoir and Pidgeot. It's been pretty fun. Do you keep a personal collection? Kind of, sort of. I mostly like, my personal collection consists of mostly like sealed product. Like I've got lots and lots of, I have tons of sealed like Paldea Evolved and Lost Origin, and yeah, I've got a big collection or investment of sealed product. Gabe, what's up, bro? Hope you're good. He got the birds. I'm so jelly, dude. Yeah, dude, he got the birds, man. Gonna get food and watch a movie with the wifey. Hey, Eric, what movie are you gonna watch, bro, if you're still around? Can you do a video on your sealed collection? Yeah, I can, bro. Let me see if I can pull up Collector real quick. Can you log into Collector on desktop? Maybe I can pull it up here. I'll do a video on it for sure sometime, but let me see if I can log in here. I don't want to subscribe. What is this? I don't want pro. Just like, where's my... Okay, what? Are you able to log into Collector on desktop? Does anybody know? Collector login? Continue with Google. We'll try this one. Nope, that's not it. We'll try this one. Portfolio. Okay. Yeah, I found it. Okay, you can. I'll showcase it in a second. Anyone excited for Mega this week? Yeah, dude. I am kind of excited for it. I think it'll be good. I'm not like, I don't know. In terms of the game, yeah, I think Guardy's just gonna. I'm sick of Gardevoir, man. If I have to play another Gardevoir deck, I'm gonna throw up. Every time I see someone flip over like a Curlia or a Monkey Dory, I just want to go next. It's just so boring, man. Elite Trainer Jonathan, what's up, bro? Hope you're good. 200 orders down, 100% feedback. Sounds like you're crushing it, bro. Way to go. Yeah, I hope you're well, man. Brownie and Coconut, there's not. There's no way to differentiate between which cards you have in Direct and which cards are not on Direct, which is kind of a bummer. Yo, Polly Collects, what's up, bro? Haven't seen you in a hot minute. Hope you're good, dog. All right, I'm finally going to pack David's order, okay? David got, where did it go? David got all sorts of cards. He got, these are the lightly played ones, Silvally and Detective Pikachu. Sipping that coffee, respect. And we got just a bunch of random promos. Professor Burnett, Lycanroc from Sun and Moon, Tapu Koko Sun and Moon, Professor's Research. Who is this? Is this Juniper? Which professor is this? Yeah, Juniper. Professor Juniper. Oshawott, Origin Formed Alga, V-Star, Clara Full Art, Inteleon, Cosmo Hall. No, this is a Sword and Shield promo. Ice Rider promo, Hisuian Electro V promo, Galarian Mr. Rhyme, Empoleon. Dude, you are just getting all them promos, dog. Dragapult VMAX, Dragapult V, Crobat VMAX. And I'll throw in a little, let me see what I can find here for the homie. Sure. It's a surprise. A fun little surprise. Cool order. Let's see, how many cards is this total? 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is going to be 9 and 9 in the plain white. Give me all the promos. Hey, man, promos are cool. And if you are someone that, historically, if you purchase promos, man, you are in a good spot. Do you have a preference on using personal address versus paying for a P.O. box for your return address? No. Dude, I don't apologize for asking questions, bro. I do these streams so I can answer your guys' questions. Like I said, I love helping out. My bucket gets full when I get to do things like, well, when you guys think of like a pastor, you guys probably think of someone who does like the teaching and stuff, which I can teach, but I work at a pretty large church to where I don't do the preaching every weekend. So instead, I lead the team of pastors at my campus. So my primary role is to really coach them and develop them. So I would say like coaching just in general, helping people get better is something that I feel like is one of my unique contributions. And so in the Pokemon card space, I feel like I get to come alongside you guys and help coach you and help you guys get better. So I never mind answering questions. I really enjoy it. So don't feel bad about asking questions. Any preference on using personal address versus paying for a P.O. box? It's a great question. It really comes down to your level of risk tolerance and if you're married, your wife's level of risk tolerance. To be honest, I would probably still be using my personal address, but I'm a risk taker, man. I'm just like the kind of guy who's gonna go in and throw it all on black and be like, oh, all right, there we go. I mean, not really, right? Like that's pretty dumb, but you get what I'm saying. So I'm a risk taker. So I'm okay with using my personal address, but my wife is a lot more safety and security minded, which is probably good for our children. And so she was a lot more comfortable with us having a P.O. box, especially once I started making content and I started, getting my face out on the internet more and telling more stories and just like becoming more of like an online figure. So I do have a P.O. box. I can't remember how much it costs. It's not that expensive. Maybe it's like $80 twice a year or something like that. So like for like $160 a year, having a P.O. box is probably worth it. So I'd say it just comes down to your risk tolerance level in general. So I can't give you like a yes or no. Yeah. Thanks, man. Life is good. I think I have a nice tip for you on the folding invoice. Do you print default when printing packing slips? Let me check. Yes, I think I print default. Yeah. And I do release dates, that sort. Oh, print number 10 left window single. What does that do? What do you do when you print one of those? It's way easier to fold? Okay, yeah, dude, that's sick. Gabe says, is there like a pastor college, or how does someone become a religious professional? Honestly curious. Yeah, so honestly, it depends on what kind of church you are at. A lot of churches would say that you have to go to seminary, which is basically like a kind of schwanky Bible school, and get like a pretty expensive degree to be able to become a pastor. Others, other kind of churches put more emphasis on like your experience or just your ability to like lead. I would say I definitely am in part of a church that it's not that education doesn't mean anything, but we are a lot more focused on like, hey, what gifts do you bring to the table? Like, are people actually wanting to follow you? Can you actually like take a group of people and lead them from point A to point B? Is more of like what we're looking for. Now that said, like I did go to a Bible school and my, bachelor's degree is in biblical studies. And so like, that's what I studied in college. Is that necessary to do what I'm doing right now? I would say no. But like I used some of that knowledge obviously in my job. So it's like, it's kind of tough. So no, it's not a requirement, but it really depends on what kind of church you're wanting to work at. Way easier to fold. No funky folding, just straight glory in the name of Jesus. That sounds great, dude. Well, dude, you taught me something. Elite Trainer Jonathan. This is a live stream, and you're teaching me, dog. This is great. I'll have to check it out, dude. Some envelopes have windows in different spots. You can always use the iPostal official professional address. I think that's $15 a month. Oh, I've never heard of that before. iPostal. Huh. Well, let me shove these envelopes in. Oh, I almost forgot to write David a sussy message. Here we go. Okay, David, I'm not gonna lie. I wrote something on here, a phrase in Espanol, and I have no idea what it means. So you'll have to tell me what it means. I have no clue. This will be fun. Yeah, let me pop this over here, and then I'll make my screen a little bigger. The alternate packing slip is a game changer. Yeah, that's sick, man. That's so cool that you're 200 sales in, dog. You've been grinding. Have you still been, I haven't checked lately. Are you still making content pretty often, bro? I know you were going pretty hard on the content for a while. What did I want to be when I grew up? Mad boy. What did I want to be when I grew up? I think I would have said I wanted to play football. And if you've watched any of my stuff, you know football is like a big part of my story. I got a chance to go like play Division I football and get school paid for and stuff. And so like I think for a while I would have said I wanted to play football. And then when it seemed like, hey, I probably won't be able to play. Whoops. I probably am not going to be able to play professional football, but I'll just get school paid for. What am I looking for here? A couple more envelopes. At that point, I think I would have said, okay, well, I just want to do whatever is going to make me the most money. Because I definitely was kind of like subscribing to the thought process of like, the goal in life is to have the most stuff and make the most money. Before I found Christ, I was definitely like, yeah, like I just want whatever job is going to bring in the most cheddar, bro. And so before I found Jesus and started pursuing ministry, I just would have said like supply chain management or maybe become a lawyer or just do something where I felt like I was going to make the most money, man. Because, you know, more money go burr or whatever. And God, I'm so thankful that that is not the route that I went doing, because that I went down. Because yeah, I spend a lot of time around people who come to my church who are incredibly wealthy, and they have gone through seasons where they had lots and lots of money, and they had very little fulfillment. No, I Mad Boy, I found Jesus when I was in college, so I was 18. So the first, and I didn't grow up really like going to church or like in a church family. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so that was like that was not always a part of my story. Okay, what was I gonna do? Someone asked a question. Do you buy from a distributor? Wendy, what's up? Hope you're good. No, I don't have any kind of distribution. Yep. I've got a friend who I met over the stream who has distribution, and there have been some times where he has sold me some sealed product, but most of the time, yeah, I don't have any like access to, you know, stuff on. This is empty. RIP. Yeah. I have been grinding. Admittedly, the content has been taking a back seat. I started selling. My wife started a business, work as a web developer. Oh, I got you, bro. Yeah, man. Seasons are real. What kind of business did your wife start, dude? Developing websites in my spare time, trying to switch that over to the TCG player and YouTube game after my J. Yeah, that sounds super cool, dude. Dude, Ted had me rolling at church today. Yeah, dude, I heard Ted was on one this weekend. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in. Is it up on YouTube yet? Let me look, see if it's up. I'm gonna put the message from my church this weekend up. Eaglebrook Church. Yeah, it's up. Yeah, I'll just pop this into the chat real quick. In case any of you guys didn't go to church this weekend, there's a place where you can take in a message and spend some time worshiping, if that's your thing. What caused you to become more involved? I don't know, man. I would say like I started going to church and I hated church. I mean, church was always just so boring to me. Like I never associated church with anything that was enjoyable. Then I went to a church where it actually felt enjoyable. And I felt like there was something there. And I actually felt like a level of fulfillment from being there. And I was like, wow, this is great. And I just kept going and realized that God was asking me if I would pursue reaching people for Jesus with my career. And my answer was yes. And so I was like, I mean, and one of the faults of my personality or maybe sometimes it can be a strength, but it's definitely a fault too. Is I do things like I either do something not at all, or I do it and like completely take it to the nth degree and obsess about it. For instance, I can't just collect Pokemon cards or play Pokemon cards like a regular person. I have to, create like a massive business and make this like a, huge part of my life. I can't just play League casually. I have to hire coaching and try and push. I don't know. Like, so, I mean, you can call it, maybe I'm wired that way. Maybe that's like, I don't know. So did that play into me taking my faith like all the way initially? Like probably. But yeah. Kayla, what's Kayla said? Thank you for the vids. I'm glad that you enjoy them. Fulfilled 30 orders in 9 days, so things are going good. Appreciate you. Hey, 30 orders in 9 days sounds like you are cranking, especially initially before you get all your like system set up and stuff. Woof. Keep it up. Keep it up. Started a house cleaning business and is crushing. She's obsessed with the cleaning Oh yeah. I'm familiar with those, dude. Yeah, those are really cool. Yeah. Can't remember the last time I went to church. Hey man, we'll just start watching my church online, dude. Yeah, for sure, Mad Boy. You know what's crazy though? Like the part of the craziest part of my story was that when I was in college, like I said, playing football, scholarship stuff, all that, and I realized God was maybe asking me to pursue ministry, I left and gave up my scholarship, and it created a lot of tension in my life with friends, with parents, with family. It was interesting. So that was something. Andrew, you're wired in the same way. Yeah, man, I don't know. Like it's definitely got pros and cons, right? Like it's good and it's bad. Sometimes I wish I could just enjoy things casually, but I literally cannot think of anything that I do casually. Maybe like I watch anime casually. Like I'm not like all the way into anime. I've watched like a couple. But yeah, most things I just end up obsessing about, and I don't know. But then I found the coolest roommates ever. Yeah, I lived with some pretty special people. Yeah. I mean, true though. That's real. Super real. Yep. And then we were in each other's weddings. We're still hanging out now. Yeah. Oh yeah. Before I hop off, I was gonna show my. I was going to show my. What was I gonna do? Show my sealed investment collection, whatever. Biggest con to it is you can feel the burnout. Yeah, it can develop faster. Yeah, Andrew, the video I have coming out tomorrow is about burnout, bro. Definitely check it out. Also, I'm giving away in that video this Destin Rivals booster bundle, so make sure to like and comment and do the YouTube stuff. But yeah. Yo, D Bombin 21. Will you be going to the Maplewood card show next weekend? No, dude. I don't do card shows really, man. So D Bombin, I work as a church. I work as a church. I work at a church. I'm an idiot. Words. And weekends for me are very busy, and so most of the time card shows take place on the weekend, and so if I'm taking a weekend off, it's usually to do something like this weekend where my my daughter had a birthday and I officiated a wedding yesterday, or I can't. It's hard for me to take off weekends. I would have a hard time justifying that to do Pokemon and stuff. So I just don't do a ton of vending, or I've never vended before. If I ever did vend, I promise I would make content around it. We'll pack battle sometime, bro. Yeah, we will. We will pack battle sometime. Absolutely, man. And you'll probably destroy me. I never pull anything. I'll tell you who will not destroy. If you ever pack battle my daughter, you're toast, man. She got the hot hand. Now that you're invested a lot in the bulk business, how many cards do you have listed at any given time? I would say the max for me right now is around like 5,000, 4,000, 5,000. Right now, I think I only have like 3,000. But now that I have this machine I'm really trying to, I'd like to push it to like 20 to 30,000. But we'll see. I think it's a superpower to be able to go all in, be obsessed or be average. Yeah, man, I feel that. But sometimes I like, so Jonathan, let me hit you with this, man. Like, I agree, okay? Like, categorically, I agree with what you're saying. Also, I think that sometimes being average isn't that, like I think, you know, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Like, sometimes I wish I had more of just, like, just be content, man. Just, like, our life is short, and just enjoy life. Just, you don't have to build something huge. You don't have to do something monumental. Just be a good man. And enjoy life. And I don't know. I know what you're saying, and I feel that, and I agree with you, but sometimes I'm just challenged of like, yeah. So yeah, man, I feel that though. Some of the people that I have the most respect for are the people who live like quiet and meek and fulfilled and content lives. Yo, if you pull up to church sometime with 2 evolving skies packs and you let the Lord decide, bro, yeah, let's do that, dude. Let's do that. If I pull something huge, watch me get up at church and be like, yo, we just pulled this Sylveon VMAX. Nah. New here, this channel is aspiring. New here to this channel, aspiring seller on TCG Player 3 weeks in. That's dope. So sick. It's all about what your goal is in general. Yeah. I get you 100%, man. Are those 2 Mimikyu promos you got in store sealed? Let me check. Are they the Pokemon Center ones? Or no? Then no, I don't think they are. Who said that? GG the Void. Now, the only sealed promos I have right now are these guys. I have like an Iono, a couple Lechonks, Machamp, and some Eevees. So I think the Mimikyu promos I have are just raw. Which means I bought them that way. I never take the I rarely take cards out of that. So I must have bought them like that. 10-4, been watching your videos. It helps me a lot. Hey, that's huge, dude. Okay, let me pull up this this thing. Wait, where'd it go? Where'd my where'd the collector? Oh, collector login. Sign into collector. Continue Google. No, this is the wrong. Oh my goodness. Do you ever get cards graded? I have not. I have not made grading plays. I've never sent anything in to get graded. Love the content. Hope you're doing well. Also, look at what the Team Rocket Pokemon Center stamp is doing right now. Yeah, let me check it out, bro. Team Rocket Wobbuffet stamp Pokemon Center. Holy smokes, it's a $200 card. What is this, bro? Holy buckets, man. Sheesh. It went from 72 to 140 in like a day. Most recent sale, $200. Cheapest listing, $200. Yeah, you guys want to see some cool stuff? Let's look at this. Holy smokes. This is the Team Rocket's Wobbuffet Pokemon Center exclusive. I have a couple Team Rocket Destined Rivals Pokemon Center ETBs, so I'm sure it's doing a ton too. Look at this graph. 71 month, yeah. $70, August 25th, right now, 146, right? But even still, most recent sale, 206. Lowest listing on the site, 206. What is this? Yeah, thank you guys for hitting the like button, by the way. Can I get into this thing for the love? Yeah, 200 for this. Can you guys believe that? That seems expensive, man. That seems expensive. But yeah, if you pick this up at $70, that's huge. Okay, let me, why can I not? All right, collector. Like, okay. No, I don't want API. What is API? Home. I don't understand. I don't. Here we go. Okay. All right. So don't be alarmed, okay? Yes, this looks like a lot of money. Let's look at the products, okay? So it says 50,000. I did not spend 50,000 on this, okay, guys? Chill out. Take it easy. Okay, let's break it down. There's a sealed case of 151. I'll try and tell you guys what I spent on some of these things. I bought this sealed case of 151 for $700 maybe a year and a half ago. Yeah, so this is a set that obviously is going a little bananas. Oh yeah, there you go, right there. See, I probably picked it up about right here. Yeah, $722, and now it's more than that. So there's that. Lost Origin booster box. I've got 19 of these guys. I bought those at whatever MSRP was on the Pokemon Center, 144. Wait, can you guys check? Is audio okay? Maybe this thing is dying. Okay, Rar, what's up, bro? Hope you're good, dude. Giratina V Alt Art. These are the two cards that got me into collecting. I bought two of these from TCG Player way back when, before I knew anything. I just thought it was cool, and I was like, oh, this card will probably go up over time. And the first deck I played competitively was the Giratina V-Star deck from Lost Origin. And this I bought, I think, at $285 a piece. Paldea and Fates Pokemon Center ETB. Really all the Pokemon Center ETBs. This one, the Paldea Evolved here, this one's got a cool story. I went into a card shop, and they were selling these for $90 a piece. I asked them, I said, hey, if I buy 24 of them, will you sell them to me for $80 a piece? And they were like, yeah. So I bought 4 cases then, and then I bought another 3 cases for like $90 a piece or something. So yeah, I got a good deal on those. And then the rest is just kind of a smattering of like all sorts of stuff. Nothing crazy. The majority of the value is all up here. So yeah, a couple singles here. Love this T-Tar. Yeah. Wow, V-Star's $130. No way. Anyways, had a good Sunday. That's good, man. That's good, dog. I'm done packing, bro. I'm actually I'm probably gonna hop off shortly. Go hang out with the wife as she finishes watching the Chiefs game, and maybe I'll watch some Solo Leveling. I got maybe 10 episodes left of season 2, so yeah. Hey, but I'll put this. That's all right, Crunch. I mean, hey, thanks for stopping by. Let me put this in the chat again. In case you guys happen, whether or not you guys are church people, if you didn't get a chance to go to church this weekend and you haven't been to church in a while and you would like to check a church out, this is my church. I wasn't teaching, or I don't teach on the weekend or anything like that, but the message this weekend was really good. So give that a look or listen to that sometime, and I think it'd be good for you. Also, I always end these Sunday night streams for praying for everyone to have a great week. And so if you are not a church person or a prayer person, that's totally okay. But I am, and I think it's powerful. And so, yeah, Crunch, go ahead and ask your question, bro. And then after I answer your question, we will, I'll pray and we can head out. But seriously, thank you guys so much for stopping by and hanging out tonight. I know I said this a few times, but tomorrow, 6 a.m., a video is coming out about burnout in the card space. And I think you guys will enjoy it. I'm also giving away this Destined Rivals booster bundle in that video, so make sure to like it and leave a comment and do the YouTube stuff right. We are well on our way to 3,000 subscribers, which is nuts. And so, yeah, I think the goal as of right now is to hit 4,000 subscribers by Christmas. It seems doable. Also, maybe it's a little bit of a stretch. We got to come up with some cool stuff to do for, Christmas, man. Whether it's like some openings, the 12 days of Christmas, the 13 days, like we got to do something. We got to do something good. We got to do something cool. Yeah, that's the one, David. By the way, if you're a channel member, you get to watch my videos early. That's how David was able to see it first. Hit level 4 and raised all my cards to market price, but now I have no sales. Should I lower my prices again? Just bought a collection worth around $1,000 for $600. That's huge. Maybe. Do you have free shipping? Because if you have free shipping enabled, then the cards should sell at market price, man. Okay, free shipping. Then maybe try and lower them a little bit, but like they should be selling. Maybe do like 3% under market, dude. But gosh, that seems so cheap. I don't know, dog. I guess lower it and see if that helps. But I would imagine, dude, if you're level 4 and you have free shipping and your cards have like decent value to them, they should be selling at market, dude. Like they should. So maybe try lowering them a little bit. It's maybe the type of cards, reverse hollows. Yeah, that could do it, dude. Maybe try lowering them a little bit. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to say a prayer again. If you're not a prayer person, totally understand, but I believe in prayer, and I'm going to pray for everyone to have a great week. So, Jesus, thank you. God, thank you for Sunday nights. Thank you for Pokemon cards and Diet Dew and hanging out. God, I believe that all of the incredible things that we experience in life, that they're from you. So thank you for that. God, just be with us as we head into this week. Help us have a great week. Help us find fulfillment in whatever we do, and help us have opportunities to talk to people about you in our lives, whatever that looks like. Thank you, Jesus. Pray this in your name. Amen. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out. Always love getting to do this. Check out that video tomorrow morning. Have a super awesome week. I'll catch you guys soon. Peace. Buenas.